Patriots Stadium. And it's football time in Allen County-Scottsville. The kick is deep and over the head of Jax Cooper. He touches it, but it's going to be a touchback. Patriots will start on the 20-yard line. We'll take a look at our starting lineup for the offense from Allen County Farmer Service. Starting at quarterback is Trace McIntyre. Running back, Landon Witcher. Fullback, Dylan Rooksel. Wide receiver, Jax Cooper. Wide receiver, Tanner Stinson. As tight end, Brandon Baxter. Offensive line, Caden Whitney, Luke Miller, Brady Alderson, Cole Metter, Tucker Tracy, as Hunter Thorny Walker. McIntyre will be under center in the I formation. Fullback is Rooksel. Tailback, Witcher. Here's the snap, play action, the look to throw, and it's in the hands of Jax Cooper near the 30-yard line. Tackle by number 8, Elmo Stewart. First down brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. Like the play action right there. McIntyre staying calm, cool, and collect right there and gets a good pass to Cooper.
Good to see Trace get off to a good start. I didn't think he played one of his better games last week. He didn't play bad, but I thought he played better throughout the year. So it's good to see him get off to a good start tonight.
McIntyre. The give is to Witcher. Up the middle, breaks one tackle. Finally going to be brought down by number 33. Who is that on your roster there? 33.
That's Cody Ronnie. Ronnie.
They've got, they're pretty big up front. Number 99, 6'2", 310 on their defensive line. They've got Lofton Howard, what'd you say, 6'4"?
6'4", 202. This Cody Ronnie, he's 215, so they've got some size up front.
Sebastian Conwell, 6'2", 205, playing in the middle. He is their second leading tackler. And we've got laundry on the field. And we'll see if this is going to be on the Gators defensive lineman.
It's encroachment on Greenwood. It's going to be close to a first down. First down.
Another first down brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. Patriots break the huddle. I formation once again. McIntyre under center. Cooper is to the left, to the right. Wide receiver is Tanner Stinson. We fumbled the snap. Ball is down. A dog pile near the 40-yard line. Can the Patriots come up with it?
I think the Patriots come up with that one. We haven't seen much of that this year, Kyle. But again, it's hard to get in the rhythm. And if you didn't play football, it may be hard to understand. But if you're not playing each week, things like taking a snap, you do it at practice every day, but it's just not the same as doing it in the game situation.
Out of the shotgun will be McIntyre. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Rooksel in the backfield. Play action. Throw over the middle, and it's intercepted. Sebastian Conwell with the interception. Not even close. Thrown right into the hands of Conwell. Now officials talking this one over. Did he have control of the football? Incomplete. Patriots get away with one right there.
Yeah,
couldn't really tell when he was going to the ground, but it looked like he did have.
I thought the ball hit the ground there. Well, of course, they've already moved the chains.
So we've got Greenwood, Coach William Howard, and he's got the offense and the defense out on the field. We've got the Patriots offense ready to snap the ball. Now we're talking to the far sideline official.
And the problem is they've already moved the chain, so you got to go back and try to determine where the ball was on the previous play.
Because they ruled incomplete pass, but I guess the chain game thought on the other side that it was going to be Greenwood's ball.
So it should be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, 10:24 mark left to go in the first quarter. Patriots and Gators are right here at Patriot Stadium.
Kyle, Tracy's got to be smart there, and if it's not there, he's got to throw the ball away. If it's not there, throw it away, live another day, and come back on 2nd down. We can't afford to have turnovers, and again, that's just being smart. If it's not there, throw it up in the bleachers, throw it in the ground. Don't try to force it.
Official still talking this one over. Yeah, you're exactly right. Don't force something that's not there. See some Campbellsville coaches down there tonight, and we're going to be talking to Coach Perry Thomas, the head coach of Campbellsville University. His first coaching job, he was here at Allen County-Scottsville. He's student taught here. Would you say 86? I believe it was 86 that he student taught here and got a job here in 87. But we're going to be talking to head coach of the Campbellsville Tigers at halftime. A lot of ACS connections. Coach Atwood is now there.
Coach Chris Purdue's up there.
Purdue, yes. Out of the shotgun, McIntyre drops back to pass. Looking, the throw to Cooper, and it's incomplete. No, intercepted. Lofton Howard comes up with it. A tipped ball by number 24, Andrew Hatcher. Hatcher deflects the pass. Lofton Howard is there, and an interception for the Gators. Some would say ball never lies. After the last play, they ruled incomplete, and then McIntyre turns right around and throws an interception. This one, the play will stand. At the 10-16 mark here in the first quarter, interception by Lofton Howard. Howard will be the quarterback. Empty backfield. Out of the shotgun is the 6'4" Howard. Drops back to pass. Throw over the middle, and it is going to be too far, out of reach.
Trying to get the ball there to
Long.
Yeah, Long, number 9 for Greenwood. Greenwood has run, Coach Howard's run some wing tee stuff before, and it's sort of a wing tee with no backs is a set they were in that time. It's sort of an unusual set. It had a slot back cocked like they do in a wing tee, but I think we're going to see that quite a bit tonight.
Now we've got backs on each side of Howard. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 10, ball spotted on the 47-yard line. The gives to Odom, breaks one tackle, and a big clash there. I can't tell if that was McPeak or Brookstall. I believe it was McPeak.
I think it was McPeak.
What a big hit that was.
Big hit.
3rd and 10, ball spotted on the 47-yard line. A crucial 3rd down for the Big Red defense of the Patriots. Cooper is the safety. Defensive backs, we've got Tanner Stinson, Trevor Tolbert. Linebackers, Miller, Holland, Grissom, and Moore. Defensive line, John Calvert, Dylan Rookstall, McPeak, and Baxter. 3rd and 10. Sends a man in motion, and it's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. And a big tackle there by the defense, but, this offensive line had one of our linebackers pushed back pretty good right there. So they, like we said, we're going to have to win the game on the trenches there. They're going to be the most physical team we've played all year. They're big, and they're smart kids, smart football players.
Kyle's 4th down. Looks like Greenwood's going to go for it here on 4th down on Patriots 48.
Big play here. Howard out of the shotgun. 4th down, looking over the sidelines for a play call. 4th and 5, Howard. And the Gators will call a timeout. I think they were trying to force the Patriots to jump off sides right there. They called the timeout. You probably see the punt team come out.
Yeah, the punt team's huddling up on the sideline, so I think you're right.
Trying to get set. They've got to get Greenwood player finally gets off the field there. 8:30 mark. And here's the snap. The punt is off. Tanner Stinson is back. Deep to receive. It nearly hits Jax Cooper. And it's going to be Patriot football near the 18-yard line. So we've got to have a better outing here. The first drive was not very successful. We had 1 first down. We completed a pass to Jax Cooper, and the other was a penalty that moved the chains. Then we had an interception. Lofton Howard had the interception. So this second drive for the Patriots, I'd really like to see us get a couple big first downs and a little ground and pound with the run game.
I think we'll come back with the running attack here and try to get this ground game established.
The give is to Witcher. Up the middle, breaks one tackle. Now he's met by the linebacking core of the Gators.
Big 99 for Greenwood. Big 300-pounder Jonathan Gornick was about 5 yards deep in the backfield. He's a handful.
I've got him, and then 77, Edward Monsa, 5'9", 274.
That young man has a low center of gravity.
Yes. I think he weighs a little bit more than 274. They've got a big defensive line, very physical. Out of the gun will be McIntyre, Witcher standing to his left. And McIntyre on the keeper and tries to get the read right there, read option, and he is met by number 50, I believe that was.
Sudden Roar.
So brings up 3rd and 10. Patriots definitely not having much success.
Well, last two plays, Kyle, we've been whipped up front. Their defensive line is moving our offensive line back.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. McIntyre. The give is to Witcher. Witcher going to go back up the middle, and he's met by Lofton Howard. Good play right there. Unfortunately, don't get enough for the first, but what would you call that? We kind of looked to the right for the pass and then handed it off.
It's like almost like a sprint draw where we're sprinting out to the side and we run the draw back the other way.
I thought he had some room if he would have stayed outside. He tried to cut it back up in and was met by the Gators.
We tried to run that in the first half last week, and I think that's one of the fumbles we had. We mishandled that. And
Thorny Walker comes on, 4th and 5 from the 22. Thorny gets the snap, and the punt is off. Line drive punt. Very good punt from Thorny Walker. Attaboy Thorny. It'll be down near the 40-yard line. The Gators will take over. That defense played so good last week against, or I guess 2 weeks ago, against Russell County. John Calvert had a big game and a few crucial big stops. And, the name of the game for me was time of possession. Our defense just stayed on the field way too long. Our offense would go 3 and out, and they'd have to go right back out there. They came up big on some third downs, but we also gave up some 3rd and longs that kind of bit us in the butt late in the game. Howard drops back to pass. The throw is high and incomplete. I thought the intended receiver was going to be Odom, but it is actually Mateos. That's what we're going to go with.
And, Tanner Stinson did a great job on that play, getting his hand in, breaking the pass up. Reached around and knocked the ball loose there, or that would have been a complete pass. I don't know if that was a mix-up in the routes there, but Greenwood had 2 receivers right there together.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Tonight, the Gators are without John Morrison, their quarterback. He's been out the last 2 weeks. Not sure what the injury is, but Howard is the quarterback now. 2nd and 10. And the give is to Conwell. Gain of about 6 there. Sebastian Conwell. A lot of talk preseason about this young man. He is the number 2 back on this team, but runs extremely hard. Very physical young man, and brings up now 3rd and 4 for the Gators. .534 mark here in the first quarter, still scoreless. The give is to Odom. Odom met by Christopher Holland. What a tackle that was. It'll bring up 4th down. for Greenwood.
Great job up front that time, Kyle. Our defensive line did a really nice job of stringing that out. Didn't let him get to the corner. And Christopher did a nice job of running him out of bounds. But that play was made by Brandon Baxter, and Rooks through those defensive linemen and really stretched it out to the sidelines.
Brings on the punting team. Tanner Stinson is back deep to receive the punt. And it's a high punt. Stinson makes the catch. It was fair, caught near the 25, 26-yard line to be exact. And you were right so far. It's been a defensive battle, both between the Patriots and Gators, and hopefully the Patriots can break one loose here. The defensive line for Greenwood has been so good up front, literally pushing us around, and we'll have to get a better push. Patriots will come out. I formation under center is McIntyre, fullback Rookstel, tailback Witcher. Cooper is the wide receiver to the right side. To the left is Tanner Stinson. Stinson had a big catch against Russell County last week. And then we're going to run the option. The pitch is to Witcher. Witcher's got some room. Finally going to be brought down near the 32-yard line by Howard. There's somebody you're going to hear a lot. Lofton Howard, 68 tackles on the season. 68 tackles in 7 games is very good.
That's almost 10 tackles a game. That's pretty good average.
Yeah. And they played some good teams. You know, I think they played Logan County, Glasgow, Bowling Green, South Warren, Christian County. All very good teams Greenwood's played this year.
Greenwood's a good football team. You know, they, like you said, they play good talent.
Option again, Witcher. Little shoestring tackle by number 13, Vincent. Adam Vincent with a tackle there. And we go back-to-back option play. That one's for a loss. It was 2nd and 4. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. A big shout-out to Tyler Willoughby. Does a great job on the PA here at Patriot Stadium. We've had several good PA announcers here. Andy Klein, I know, did it for some years, and now T. Will has taken it over. I think I did it once or twice, maybe 2 years, and it's fun up in the booth, I'll tell you that. 3rd and 9, 4-minute mark here in the first quarter, still scoreless at Patriot Stadium. I formation. McIntyre rolls to his right, looking for a receiver. There's Tanner Stinson, and it's out of reach. Stinson was there. He had the sideline. He was cutting towards the sidelines. The throw goes out of bounds. It brings up 4th down. You know, we saw Stinson starting to break away there. If he would have thrown it just a little bit earlier, maybe he could have completed that one.
That ball needed to be thrown about 2 counts earlier there. Just waited just a little bit too late.
Brings up 4th and 9, 3:48 mark. Thorny Walker getting some action in early here. Big shout out to John Buchanan. Big Screen Production has got the live stream going tonight. Another great punt by Thorny Walker. Will Moore will down it near the 42-yard line. Patriot defense will step back out on the field. Brandon Baxter, Julian McPeak, Dylan Ripstel, John Calvert on the D-line. Linebackers Nick Grissom, Will Moore, Cody Miller, Christopher Holland. Defensive back Tanner Stinson, Trevor Tolbert. Safety, Jax Cooper.
You know, Kyle, you were talking about Tyler doing a great job with the PA. You know, Greenwood's coaches were talking about our field before the game and how good a condition it is. And I walked out midfield before the game, and it is nice. It's Coach Hood and the crew's done a really good job with it.
Yeah. The football and baseball field are in top condition. Coach Bray and Coach Hood do a great job. Christopher Holland for a tackle for loss there. You know, a lot goes into that. They don't get enough credit for that. It is hard work, and, you know, that's a sport that you constantly got to work on your field. Then you got to worry about your opponent. You've got to worry about so many other things. And but, you know, they take pride in it, and we've got great facilities here.
Yeah, we are very fortunate people at central office and our coaches do a great job of taking care of Coach Harwood. AD does a great job. And second long.
Drops back, deep pass. Tanner Stinson, interception. His 5th of the year. Tanner Stinson. And the pass was made by 18. James Salachi. James Salachi, who has had some experience. I was looking at the stats. He has played some quarterback for him since Morrison's went down. But that looked like maybe a reverse pass there.
A little reverse, and like I said, we knew we'd see some trickery out of Greenwood tonight, and they tried to pull one on us, but Tanner did a nice job, had great coverage, and came up with the pick, and I think that's number 5 for him this year.
5th interception, and just think we would have been able to play all the games in our season. He could possibly have been the record holder. I mean, we still got some games on our schedule. Now we're going to have a little reverse pass. Brandon Baxter throws it deep downfield to Jax Cooper. Cooper catches it at the 30. He's at the 20. First down, and flags coming from everywhere. I believe it was
I think there's going to be a horse collar. So I believe we can add about 10 or 15 yards, 10 yards onto that. Be half the distance.
Brandon Baxter tried one last week against Russell County and overthrew Jax about 20 yards. He was wide open. So we go back to the play again. Baxter has a great arm. He connects with Jax Cooper. Big game there. Patriots will now have great field position.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be, first and goal on the 9-yard line. Brandon Baxter has a great arm, and, it's a great weapon to have that back there and throw that in occasionally.
How many yards was that for?
That's about 45 yards.
45-yard play right there. I formation as the Patriots, first and goal from the 9. Try to run the option, and it's not successful. Wrapped up by the Greenwood Gators, Lofton Howard in on the tackle. Still getting a good push is Greenwood's defensive line, and they're getting in the backfield in a hurry. That's why our pass game has not been successful except for that pass by Baxter, and that was kind of a trick play. So it'll be interesting to see what the Patriots now are pushed out at the goal line. It's 2nd and 11. Pushed out of the 10 yards right there, and now McIntyre sends Rookstall in motion, empty backfield. The quick throw over to Jax Cooper. The screen is incomplete. As you know, I kind of like that play. We send Rookstall out in motion towards Jax Cooper's way. If Jax catches that ball, he's got Rookstall who's going to be blocking for him.
Yeah. That was designed really nice, and something you don't see very often is Jax dropped the ball. But that was he's got to come up with that because, like I said, he had a chance to take it into the end zone if he'd come up with it.
Brings up now 3rd and 11 for the Patriots. McIntyre drops back to pass. Now he's going to run it. And nothing there for Trace McIntyre. Just a reminder, this game is being filmed by NCTC if you have your cable provided through North Central Telephone Company. This game will air tomorrow on Channel 97 starting at noon and at 6 p.m. Also, same times on Monday and Wednesday. Appreciate Barry Hyatt and all he does for Patriot and Lady Patriot Athletics and getting them on NCTC. And the kick is up, and it's good. Thorny Walker gets the field goal. I believe that is the first field goal of the year.
I believe it is.
And
26-yarder.
26-yarder. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we're live here at Patriot Stadium. Squib kicked on the ground, and the Gators will pick it up near the 35-yard line. Thorny Walker had a 26-yard field goal. Patriots leading 3-0. as the Gators will come out. 46 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and, that was big for our special teams unit, big for Thorny Walker. I believe it was the first field goal of the season by Thorny, and might have been the first field goal attempted. We might have attempted one maybe early in the year, maybe at Glasgow.
I think maybe at Glasgow we tried one. That's such a big plus to have somebody that can, you're pretty confident can make a 25-yard field goal.
Lofton Howard out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. The give is to a jet sweep, and he's going to be met by Dylan Russell and Julian McPeak. Big special thanks to Big Screen Productions and ACS alumni Darren Shipley and Barry Richards for tonight's live stream.
Talking about all these Patriots alumni, and Darren Shipley is a Patriot football alumni, actually played with William Howard and Derek Johnson, and they were all on the team that beat Glasgow for the first time in '89. So,
wow, I wish I could have been there for that. I've heard so many stories in that '89 season when they beat Glasgow, and that was just, I know everyone was super excited. I've heard stories of a woman doing cartwheels after the game. She promised everyone that she would do it, and so that was a big win in our school history to win over Glasgow.
Yeah, that was Rebecca Tooley.
Rebecca Tooley. I couldn't remember her name. And now we're going to, at the end of the first quarter, you can even hear Sean Huff's pet band down there, rock and rolling. Throw up the middle. What a play by Will Moore. He hits Mateos. Incomplete. Pass. It brings up 4th down. That was a big hit. Right?
Really nice play. He timed that perfect and got there right when the ball got there. And Greenwood's keeping their offense on the field. Again, it's 4th and 9. Here comes the punt team.
4th and 9 from the 36-yard line. Back deep to receive the punt is Tanner Stinson. Simon LaCruz will be the punter for the Gators. The punt is off. Kind of a short punt. It'll get a good Greenwood bounce and roll to the 25-yard line. Patriots will take over 1st and 10 from the 25. Take a look at our Patriot Sports shout-outs. Allen County Farm Bureau. No matter your insurance needs. Stop by 1075 Smiths Grove Road and talk with Todd White and Glenn Jordan at Allen County Farm Bureau. Allen's Auto Sales at 1263 Franklin Road. Before you make your next vehicle purchase, check out the large selection of pre-owned vehicles at Allen's Auto Sales. Pete's Main Street Auto Parts. Whatever part your vehicle needs, Pete's Main Street Auto has it. And questions, stop by and talk with staff at Pete's Main Street Auto. And for good eats and cool treats, stop by Tropical Treats at 310 East Main. Mention WVLE and receive 10% off your order. Thank you to all the Patriot Sports shout-outs. So we'll get to more sponsors as the game continues. 11:44 mark here in the second quarter. Patriots get a quick pitch to Witcher. Breaks one tackle now, two. Still on his feet. And finally going to be brought down. And what have we talked about all year long? Jax Cooper's ability to block. He does a great job. Continued to give Witcher some room right there. And they finally closed in on him near the Cooper's down. Coaching staff looking. I think he's going to be all right. No, it's not Jax Cooper. Someone else is down. And Andy Vickery, our trainer, is going to be taking a look at it. So it's an official timeout right here. While we have that timeout, let's take a look at our Patriot Sports sponsors. U.S. Bank, Allen County Farmer Service, North Central Telephone, Hoppy Diane Reed, Tri-County Electric, Dinkins and Gosnell, Blankenship and Son Pest Control, Leachman Buick, Edmonton State Bank, Midwest American Federal Union, and as always, Griddle's Country Cooking. Griddle's Country Cooking is home to the Patriot Sports Weekly Show. Saturday mornings, 8:15 airtime. It's about 8:15 to 9, and we really enjoy those shows. And we'll have Coach Hood on the show this Saturday at 8:15.
I think that was Landon Witcher that got ball carrier got shook up a little bit, but he's up. Looks to be doing okay.
They're talking with him right there, and it brings up now 1st and 10. So that first down's brought to you by Edmonton State bank. Patriots have a little momentum right here. I'd like to see another first down from McIntyre. We've got trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. Rookstall in the backfield. Out of the gun is McIntyre. He gives to Rookstall, and Rookstall, good carry, and actually Dylan Rookstall led us in rushing yards and had a touchdown last season against Greenwood, and he knows that he wants to get the Gators back as the Gators beat the Patriots last season 22-19, so hungry to get a win over the Gators.
You know, kind of looked like we went to full wide outside time, one back, and kind of spread Greenwood's defense out and, you know, give it to the big back up the middle once we spread them out some. So we'll see if that's, we continue with that plan.
2nd and 4. McIntyre on the keeper, nothing there. As a tackle by number 29, Will Price, brings up 3rd down for the Patriots. 10:40 left to go in the second quarter. It's 3-0. Patriots with the lead here on this Thursday Night Lights. If you have cable through NCTC, please enjoy the game tomorrow on Channel 97, starting at noon and 6 p.m. Channel 97, that's a great thing that NCTC does for our program, getting the games on the air. Big shout out to Barry Hyatt. 3rd and 2 for the Patriots, a crucial 3rd down. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. 10-minute mark. McIntyre under center. The give is to Christopher Holland, and he's wrapped up in the backfield for no gain. Brings up 4th down. Thorny Walker's going to have to come out once again.
You know, Kyle, I was just thinking, you know, not too many years ago, having a high school game on TV was almost unheard of. And, you know, you see all the games on ESPN and different channels now. But, you know, even here, we have NCTC, we have big screen productions doing it live. I mean, we got live football here that you can watch, and that's such a big deal, and especially for these high school kids.
And especially during this COVID time when we're at limited seating. The kick is over Odom's head, and it's going to be down. There's a flag. Where's the flag's on the sideline, and not sure if this is on the Patriots.
Great pump by Thorny. He got a hold of that one.
Got the leg on that one. Thorny's coming up big. Downed it near the 6-yard line.
I'm not really sure what this is. It's like the official's getting ready to tell us.
I believe it's going to be on the Patriots. I think there was some mouthing going on the sidelines, and
he called personal foul, but he didn't say which. It's on Greenwood.
Okay, so on the Gators, that's going to push them back. So they haven't moved the ball yet.
It should be half the distance, so it's going to be, they're going to have the ball down about the 3-4 yard line.
Big shout out to Leatrice Wicks. Stopped in there for a little grub on the way, had a little bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and I can still smell the bacon on me, and it's still making me hungry. So it brings up 1st and 10. Great punt by Thorny Walker. Ball spotted on the
3-yard line.
Howard under center. And the give is up the middle, and not a bad gain there for the Gators. Gain of about 2.
There's Brandon Baxter on the tackle. He's had several already tonight. Greenwood just trying to get a little room there to operate.
2nd and about 8 for the Gators. 8:50 mark here in the second quarter, 3-0 Patriots.
Look for Greenwood to air it out here on second down, Kyle.
Howard going to run the option and lowers the shoulder, and the tackle's made by Cooper. That's good enough for a Gator first down.
Little option by Greenwood. Little option.
I like it.
I think that might have been a called run, but it's something else to think about. Give the Patriot defense to think about.
If I was the Gators, I would be running Howard and Odom about every other play. I wouldn't be throwing it much. A little big tackle by Julian McPeak. McPeak, a sophomore, and he is going to be the leader of this defense next season, him and Will Moore for sure. But he's playing like an upperclassman.
You know, Kyle, we've got several of these Patriots on defense that will be coming back next year. Several juniors, Tanner Stinson and Nick Grissom and Julian, and so Will Moore.
Christopher Holland. I believe he is a junior.
He's a junior, yeah.
So big loss there. It's 2nd and 14. 7:30 mark here in the second quarter. Howard will be out of the shotgun. Patriots are in that 4-4 defense, trying to make a stop. And 2nd and long. Howard drops back to pass. Screen pass to Odom. Odom's got the sideline and a decent gain for Greenwood. Brings up about 3rd and 6, maybe. Decent crowd here tonight. I know we have limited tickets, but everyone's spread out, but a good crowd. Both Greenwood brought a good crowd as well.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, it's, 15 minutes from here, so it's all these people are just right across the county line, so it's a short trip for them tonight, and it's a nice night for football. A little cool, but it's football weather.
Sure is, and with 6:30, 3rd and 6 for the Gators. Howard empty backfield. He is the quarterback, sends the man in motion is Odom. The quick throw over the middle, incomplete. Big sign right there for, as the Gators have an incomplete pass. Long was the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. The punt team comes on. Great job by the defense right there. And hopefully we can have pretty good field position here. As LaCruz for the punt. Line drive punt. We've got to get out of the way. And it's going to be down near the 45-yard line. Patriots will take over. 6:14 mark left to go here in the second quarter. 3-0 ACS.
When Greenwood kicked that ball, it was a line drive, and so many times you see that hit one of the return teams because they got their back turned blocking, and Will Moore took off the Greenwood sideline.
Yes. We've had some incidents during the season where, you know, we've muffed punts as well as it's hit us on top of that fence, and
that's happened more than once this year.
Yeah, it's not been a great look for our special teams. McIntyre under center. He gives to Witcher. Goes right side. Off the tackle there and going to be tackled by, for 33, I believe it was.
Cooper Davis. Or that's Cody Roney.
Cody Roney with the tackle there.
We run the counter tray several times here and just haven't been able to get. You can't have penetration by the defensive line and have the counter to be successful, and that's Greenwood's just getting too much penetration up front.
2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Ball spotted on the 47. The give is to Jax Cooper. Cooper Nothing there. Ball comes out, but they're going to say he's down. Not a bad play, but the Gators were kind of expecting that as they had two guys ready, waiting for Cooper once he comes around the other side.
I think that was maybe Will Price for Greenwood, and did a really nice job, nice tackle. We've seen, Jacks make a move and make that first tackle or miss so many times this year, and Greenwood's defensive back did a nice job breaking down and making the hit.
Brings up 3rd and 8. Patriots are going to have to reach into the hat and pull out a trick here to get a big first down. McIntyre rolls, looking to his left, the throw. Tanner Stinson with a catch. And if it was on Sports Center, you would hear Randy Moss say, you just got mossed. I mean, he goes up and gets that ball. And what a play from Tanner Stinson. We've been saying it all year. We need to throw more to that young man. I believe that's only his 4th catch of the year, only 100 and over 100 yards, 4 catches for over 100. Tanner Stinson comes up with a big first down for the Patriots.
Very athletic young man. You could tell it on that play. He really showed off his vertical there.
He did. Sweep to the right. Witcher gets a block and a big gain. The biggest rushing gain for Witcher of the night.
And I think we're going to have success against this Greenwood defense rushing. We're going to have to get the corner. We're going to have to get outside. They're just too big and strong inside between the tackles. I'm not sure we're going to have much success tonight. I think we're going to have to try to get the corner.
2nd and 4. Patriots have the 3-0 lead, 3:52 mark here in the second quarter. There's a flag. Greenwood defense. It's up and offside. Patriots will move a little closer. Starting to get a little bit chilly here. Clear skies at Patriot Stadium. We'll be back right here at Patriot Stadium next week. The Patriots take on the Franklin Simpson Wildcats in the first round of the Class 4A playoffs. And if we win that, we'll either go on the road to Russell County or have a home game against the Warren East. 1st and 10. McIntyre drops back to pass, looking deep to Tanner Stinson. He catches it. Touchdown, Patriots. Yippee, 6. Tanner Stinson. McIntyre finds Tanner Stinson for about a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Nice little double move there by Tanner. Runs a stop route and then breaks it off and into the end zone. And nice throw by Trace. Really nice ball. Laid it up there and let Tanner run under it.
That was a big play. 3:25 mark. Thorny's kick is no good. Here in the second quarter, we've got Patriots 9. Greenwood Gators 0 will advance. We're not going to wait to play the game, and so you could have a different state champion. The kick is low. It hits off one Greenwood player. Now they break one tackle down two. It's left to Thorny Walker. And no, Trevor Tolbert comes from the behind tackle right there. Great play by Tolbert. Way to never give up on the play. That was a good return by 24. Andrew Hatcher.
So many times, Kyle, you see that ball, if he starts rolling around on a kickoff, people get out of their lanes. The kickoff team gets out of their lanes, and the return team will break one. Thorny did a nice job of slowing him down till someone caught him from behind.
Gators will have good field position. 1st and 10 from the 45. The gives to Odom, goes right side. He's met by Will Moore. Big tackle by Will Moore. Will Moore can put some hits on you, I'll tell you what. He's quick, good linebacker. Got a little of resemblance to Seth Tay, and Seth was probably a little bit better of an athlete, but, both of them were not afraid to come up and make a big hit.
Will's had an outstanding season this year. Really did a nice job, and he's a lot of games he's been a leader on defense.
Yes, he has. He had a big season last year as a sophomore, and it's carried over. A handoff to Long, and that's going to be, is it good enough for a Gator first down? It's going to be just shy. Gators starting to move the ball a little bit. 2:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Brings up 3rd and 1. Clock continues to run down. Patriot defense trying to make a stand as the Gators had a pretty successful drive so far. Howard rolls to his left. The pass is incomplete. Yeah, I think they just need to stick to the running game. I mean, I'm no coach, but they have had so much success on the ground rather than the pass line.
Well, I guess you can take a shot there with being 4th and half a yard. You feel like you can you pick it up. You have confidence in your offensive line. You pick it up on 4th down and try to catch the Patriots trying to stop the run.
And they go for it on 4th down, and they're going to get it. First down, Greenwood Gators. No. Officials talking this one over. That it was 4th down when they went for it, correct?
It was 4th down, and I don't know if it is, they're going to give.
Yeah, I thought they had the first.
It looks like a first down from here.
Yes, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line, left hash, as the Patriots have the 9-0 lead and trying to hang on and not let the Gators score right before halftime. 1:50 left to go. Howard. The option, or the pitch to Odom, breaks one tackle, and there's a flag.
Well, we're going to have a hold on Greenwood. I think the wide receiver got a hold of Will Moore there and drug him down.
So that's going to push them back. 1:39 mark here in the second quarter, 9-0 Patriots.
I've set up a first and about 19, I think.
This has been a quick first half.
It has been a quick first half.
7:52. Kickoff was at 7, and both teams have both timeouts. So we've just played good high school football. I know Greenwood has taken one timeout, I believe.
Yeah, they did there on the first drive.
Empty backfield.
See if the Patriots come with pressure here or drop. I bet Coach Berry brings some pressure.
1st and 22. Howard drops back to pass. Now going to step up in the pocket and run. And he's brought down by Will Moore. And timeout, Greenwood Gators. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to WVLE 99.3 Love FM. Patriot Sports Radio brought to you by U.S. Bank. We'll be back after this 1-minute break. We're live back here at Patriots Stadium as the Greenwood Gators come up with a big pass there to Odom, and it'll bring them in great field position.
You know, our linebackers just didn't get any depth on their drop there. You have to know the situation. It was second and, I don't know, forever. In that situation, you got to get deep. They're not going to, if they throw something underneath, you can come up and make the hit. But they just got in between our linebackers and our safety, and quarterback made a nice throw.
1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. 34 seconds to go. They hit Lofton Howard hard there. Brandon Baxter and Will Moore on the tackle. Will Moore's having a big night defensively. And the Gators take their final timeout. Greenwood's out of timeouts. 27 seconds remain here in the second quarter. Patriots up 9-0. Empty backfield. Howard, the quarterback. 27 seconds left to go. Rolls right. Throw over the middle. And it's intercepted. Jax Cooper with the interception. A tip ball by Will Moore. Jax Cooper comes up with it, and the Patriots will take over. 1st and 10 with 21 seconds left to go. Big time play by the defense.
Huge stop there. Huge stop by the Patriots. That time, linebackers got some depth on their drops. Will did a really nice job getting his hand up and deflecting the ball. And you run that old ball drill every day in practice where you tip the ball up and the defensive back comes up and catches it. And then that's exactly what that was. Nice play by the Patriot defense.
Patriot offense looked to be in a kneel formation here. We'll go to halftime. Patriots have the 9-0 lead over the Greenwood Gators. As we go to halftime, Gators will get the ball at half, and it's been a physical game so far. Big touchdown from Trace McIntyre, 26-yard pass to Tanner Stinson, and then we had a 26-yard
field goal by Tony Walker.
So Patriots up 9-0. Here we go. Thorny Walker looks for the kick. Back deep to receive is David Odom. And it's a line drive kick, and it goes in between the fingers of Greenwood player, and now Hatcher gets another good return up to the 42-yard line. The Greenwood Gators will take over. Defense will look as this. Brandon Baxter, defensive end. Defensive line, Julian McPeak. Defensive line, Dylan Rookstall. Defensive end, John Calvert. Outside linebacker, Nick Grissom and Christopher Holland. Middle linebackers, Will Moore, Cody Miller. Defensive back, Tanner Stinson. Defensive back, Trevor Tolbert. And safety is Jax Cooper. Cooper stepped up in a big way last week against Russell County with 7 tackles at safety. Really like to see him back there. We've had Witcher there after Witcher got hurt in the East game. Cooper has stepped up, but both good safeties. Hand off to Long. Going to go left side. Tackled made by Will Moore. Will Moore is going to have double-digit tackles for sure tonight. He has been everywhere on the field.
Overall defensively, I thought we played a very good first half. We did a really good job against Greenwood's running game. We really strung everything out, and we really flew to the ball, made some nice hits.
And here is the give to Odom. Odom goes left side, breaks one tackle off Holland. Holbert gets the tackle as he runs out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down now for the Gators. 11:15 mark in the third quarter, 9-0. Gators force with another 3rd down. Austin Howard is the quarterback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, sends Long in motion. Quarterback up the middle. He's met by Dylan Ruxtall. Ruxtall gets the big tackle, forces it to 4th down. Gators going to send the punt team on. LaCruz, the punter. Back deep to receive is Tanner Stinson.
Patriot defense has done a really nice job on 3rd down tonight, Kyle. Not keeping that stat, but I can't remember off the top of my head them converting on 3rd down tonight.
Here's the punt. Stinson going to get out of the way, and it'll be a good punt down near the 10-yard line. Patriots will take over.
It's an important drive here for the Patriots to, got us down in the hole, and it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Patriots' 11-yard line. So it's going to be important for us to, maybe get at least a couple 1st downs here, move the ball, and where we can shift the field, and field position may be important here in the second half.
Here's the snap, sweep to Witcher. Witcher breaks one tackle. Now, with a big stiff arm there, great run by Landon Witcher. That first down brought to you by Evanston State Bank.
We had some success in the first half with the sweep, trying to, outside quick, and Landon did a nice job of setting up his block and picked up a nice gain there on first down. Got us out of the hole.
10-minute mark here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. I formation, McIntyre under center. And McIntyre on the keeper. Ball comes out, and it's Greenwood football. Greenwood football. Tough after a big first down from Witcher, and it's Greenwood football. Not a bad run there from McIntyre, getting up slow as he's limping towards the bench. I think, he broke one tackle, and then someone had him by the legs. He spun, and when he spun out of it, it was a big contact right there.
It looked like somebody just put a helmet right on the ball, and, Trace, like you said, Trace was fighting for extra yards. He made a really nice read, pulled the ball, and found a little crease and had a nice gain, just couldn't hold on to the ball.
.45 mark here in the third quarter. 9-0 Patriots as the turnover. It'll give the Gators the ball back. Good field position on the 32-yard line. It gives the long. Breaks one tackle, now cuts it up midfield, and he is met by, I believe that was Will Moore on the tackle. Just a reminder, we'll have the Patriot Sports Weekly show at Griddle's Country Cooking, 8:15 on Saturday morning. Coach Hood and myself will enjoy a great breakfast as well as talk about this game and playoffs. The give is up the middle to Conwell, and he's met by John Calvert, Dylan Rupsell. We're pushing and shoving after the play. We've talked all night. It's a physical game, and it's been physical with Greenwood all night, and both teams wanting to get the big W. 9-0 Patriots. It's 2nd and long for the Gators. Out of the gun is Howard. Howard, the handoff to Odom. Odom goes right side. He's met by the defense.
I think that was Julia McPeak, maybe.
And I think Cody Miller was on it.
Miller. Somebody just had him by the jersey and slung him around there. I think he had some running room if someone hadn't reached out and grabbed the jersey.
Miller had 17 tackles in the Russell County game, and he's had a great senior season at linebacker. 3rd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. Can Howard come up big for the Gators? Looks over the sideline to his father, the head coach of the Gators. The snap, fumbles the snap, goes left side, steps up, breaks a tackle, dives for the first down marker, not going to get it. Thought there was going to be a hold call, but no call. It brings up 4th and about 2. This is a big play right here, Chad, and we'll see if the Patriots can make a stop.
It looks like they marked him out, so it's going to be about 4th and maybe 4 here. But you're right, it's a big play here. If Patriot defense can hold them here on 4th down, that's going to be huge after the turnover by the Patriots.
7:50 mark here in the third quarter. 9-0 Patriots. 4th and 4 from the 15. Lofton Howard steps up. He's going to run. He's got the first down and more. Lowers his shoulder, and a big-time run from Lofton Howard. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 5.
I think that was a call play, Kyle. I believe that was just a quarterback draw. It looked like I don't think he had any intention of throwing the ball there.
Greenwood fired up. Definitely the momentum is on their side. I want to give another big shout-out. Thanks to Big Screen Productions and ACS alumni, Darren Shipley and Barry Richards for tonight's live stream, as well as John Buchanan first-class big screen productions, and it's been great. I know it's looking good on the screen. Got our great audio up here, and pretty cool experience to get to watch a high school football game live. So it brings up 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line. Lofton Howard under center. You're probably going to see him try to sneak it in here. And the give is no. It's pitched back to Odom, and Odom gets in the end zone.
He's called him down. The official called, blew the whistle, called him down.
Called Lofton.
Called Lofton down.
So Lofton Howard is falling down, and as he's falling down, pitches it to David Odom. Nobody's on the right side of the field. As they're coming in on Lofton, the quarterback, he pitches it out to Odom. Odom scores, but it's a flag on the play. Or not a flag, they ruled him down, and it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, it's really a safety issue, Kyle. Anytime, especially in high school, when the ball carrier is stopped, they're going to blow the whistle.
Yeah. Lofton Howard under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Howard trying to run it in. And is he in? Touchdown. He's pushed back, but there's a flag. We'll see what the call is. Howard definitely gets in there. Coach Hood wanting a hold, but I believe it might be a personal foul.
Some pushing and shoving going on after the play. I think that was the flag was thrown after the touchdown.
Officials still talking this one over, but the PAT comes out. Team comes out for Greenwood.
A personal foul against the Patriots, which will be marked off on the kickoff, Kyle. So they'll be kicking off from the our 45.
So with 5:53 mark, the Gators punch it in with a 6-yard run from Lofton Howard. The PAT team will come on for the extra point. See if the Gators can knock this one down. It's up, and it is good. 9-7, Gators are back in it. And now Patriots have a 2-point lead, and we're going to need to score more points than that if we want to get a win here tonight. We'll see what the Gators choose. They're going to kick it deep to Jax Cooper near the 5-yard line. Cooper going to go right up the middle. And he's got one man to beat.
He's gone.
He is at the 50.
He's gone.
He's at the 40, the 30.
No flag.
40, 10. Touchdown, Patriots. Jax Cooper. And that's how you get the intensity back, getting 6.
I'm going to tell my return team just to run it back for a touchdown. That's how we're going to get that back.
There we go. That was huge for the Patriots. Jax Cooper takes it about 95 yards for the touchdown. And boy, as the momentum shifts it back to the Patriots. Coach Hood's fired up, and so is the red, white, and blue faithful. Great play, and you saw the gap started opening up, and he just burst of speed. We've seen that last year in the playoffs against Franklin. He took one back. Kick's no good. PAT hits the side of the post, and it's no good.
I want to take a second and mention my good friend Barry Noble from Listen Tonight on Facebook over in Rockcastle County, former basketball coach here. Sending me a text, and good to hear from him, and good to know that people are listening on Facebook.
Yeah, glad the former Patriot coach listening on, and big hit right there. More mouthing going on. There's a flag. I was watching the ball. The flag thrown back.
Yeah, looked like we had a little extracurricular activity there behind the play after the whistle, and I think the officials just trying to get a hold of this before it gets out of hand. A lot of mouthing going on, and personal foul on Greenwood. So it's going to back them up 15 more yards. They're going to start inside their own 20 here.
So Patriots and Gators, it's getting sharp, a little chippy on the sidelines, and yeah, we want to just get everyone, keep them healthy, and have a good first-class game.
Well, the last thing you want to have happen is somebody get thrown out of the game. You know, you don't want that for us or Greenwood, both of us going into the playoffs and not be able to play next week. So just go out and play hard to the whistle and keep your mouth shut.
Gators will take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Defensive line's got Brady Alderson, Dylan Rookstall, Julian McPeak, John Calvert. Linebackers, Holland, Moore, Miller, Grissom. Defensive back, Stinson, Holbert. Safety, Witcher. What's the confusion here? Now we're going to get a new...
How to get the right football in, Kyle.
There we go. Whatever works. We've also got Brandon Baxter in, or Brady Alderson. Howard. Changing up the play. Sends Odom in motion, gives to Odom. He's hit by Christopher Holland. Gain of about 3 or 4 on that one for David Odom.
You know, Greenwood got a little fire in the run now after the penalty, and so Patriot defense, it's important for them to step up and match the intensity here. We need to get the ball back here and get some more points on the board.
5-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Howard out of the gun. Patriots defense. Gators send a man in motion. Drops back to pass. Goes deep downfield, and it's no! Tanner Stinson had a hand on it. I thought he was coming up with an interception. As he's going down, him and Long collide, and it's broken up by Tanner Stinson. Great play, though. A little underthrown, but Patriots come up big right there. You know, at first, when you see Long starting to break away, you know, if Howard puts some lift on that ball, that's probably a touchdown, but he throws it a little short.
Yeah, he was behind our defensive backs, but we did a nice job of breaking on the ball and made up some ground there and knocked the ball down. Didn't come up with the pick, but broke it up.
3rd down. The give is to Conwell. And he is brought down by John Calvert. And brings up 4th down and 1.
I'm betting Coach Howard's going to go for this one. He's sending the punt team out.
Sends the punt team out with 4:25. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for it, too.
I would definitely be looking for the fake here.
Yeah.
Still early in the 3rd quarter, but...
Got 15-7. Patriots with the lead. Got Stinson back for the punt. Here's the snap. LaCruz gets it off. Patriot players have got to get away. Goes out of bounds and going to be down near the 44-yard line. Here come the Patriots. We need a big offensive drive here.
Yeah, here's an opportunity for us to really take charge of the game here. If we can drive the ball down here, put some points on the board, it won't be over, but we can take charge of this ball game.
1st and 10, Patriots I formation. See if they give it to the big fella, Dylan Rookstall. You know, he hadn't had too many carries tonight. Drops back to pass on 1st down. Throw is to Jax Cooper, and it's incomplete. I was thinking Baxter was open, but we had our eyes on Cooper all the way. It brings up 2nd and 10. 3:56 mark here in the 3rd quarter. Patriot sponsors: U.S. Bank, Allen County Farmer Service, North Central Telephone, Obdidine Reed, Tri-County Electric, Dinkins and Gosnell, Leachman Buick, Blankenship and Son Pest Control, Edmonton State Bank, and Midwest American Federal Union, as well as Griddles Country Cooking. Thank you to all our Patriot sports sponsors. Begins to Witcher. Witcher. Gain of about 5 there. Good run from Landon Witcher. Stays on his feet. Continues to drive forward here. Tonight we're without Jake Bowe. Bowe had an injury to his hand. I believe he's going to be out 6 weeks. So, he's also a basketball player, so he's probably going to miss some basketball time as well. 3rd down and 6 for the Patriots. 3:20 mark here in the 3rd. McIntyre to Ruxtall. Ruxtall cuts it back up midfield. Not enough for the first. I think if he would have just kept going towards that sideline, he chooses to go back up the middle. Still pretty good run. Brings up 4th and 2. Patriots got to go for it here.
Yeah, it's hard to complain. Anytime the back will turn his shoulders and get upfield, it's you don't get much yardage running from sideline to sideline.
Sure.
And Dylan, I think you're right. I think he may have got the corner there, but he turned his shoulders, and that's his game, getting his shoulders square and going upfield.
Now, McIntyre on the keeper. Lowers his shoulder. A big hit. And the Patriots first down. How big was that, Chad? McIntyre not shying away from the contact. Lowers his shoulder and gets the Patriots first down.
Yeah, he was definitely stopped short of the first down. Like you said, Trace just lowered his shoulder and ran over the defensive back, got the first down, got out of bounds. That could come back to be a big play for us.
Yes, it could. 2:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. I formation. Patriots trying to eat some of that clock, but as well are having some success with the run game. Witcher on the sweep to the right side. Breaks 1 tackle, now 2. Still on his feet, and he's got the first down and more. First down, Patriots. First down brought to you by Edmonton State Bank.
Nice run to Landon. Running hard there, Kyle. He got his shoulders turned north and south and lowered his shoulders, kept his balance, and picked up about 12 yards there.
That was a big run from Landon. Love to see it there. 2:05 mark. Patriots 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Will stay in the I formation. Ruxtall on the carry. Gain of about 3 or 4 there. Ruxtall running hard. Been very physical so far. And, the offensive line seems like they're getting a better push than the first half.
I was just thinking, Kyle, we're not talking about Greenwood being in the backfield like we were in the first quarter. So the Patriot offensive line is doing a much better job here in the second half.
2nd and 8. McIntyre under center. Rolls left, looking for Tanner Stinson. Throws it to the deep corner of the end zone. Incomplete. I guess that was the front corner of the end zone. I thought he was leading him towards the back, and the throw is incomplete. But Stinson on another good route right there. Just can't connect. As Cope comes in with the play call.
So Kyle would really like to see us, run that same play, roll out to the right, and try to throw back to the left side. I really think that might be wide open.
Yeah, especially maybe Jack's on the other side, on that left side, and have Stinson on the right. And there's a sweep. And a good block by Jax Cooper, and it's not going to be enough for the first down. Witcher has a good run. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Actually gains about 2. So brings up 4th down. 50 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter. A big play for the Patriots. What do you think you're going to draw up right here for the Patriots?
Well, the last couple of pass plays, Brandon Baxter's been wide open.
Got out of the shotgun. Throws in heavy coverage. Brandon Baxter makes the catch. Brandon Baxter makes the catch. It's tipped up by Jack Cooper and Lofton Howard into the hands of Brandon Baxter. Right place, right time. Give him 6. Well played.
You know, Brandon was open on the route, and we tried to force that into Jack's there and gets the ball up, and Brandon's right there to get the deflection. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way.
That was a great job right there. Thorny Walker comes on for the extra point. It's up, and it is no good. I thought that one was going to be good. It's a little left, and Patriots have the 21-7 lead. We're alive here at Patriot Stadium. Was it about a 17-yard touchdown pass from McIntyre to Brandon Baxter. Jax Cooper tipped it into the hands of Brandon Baxter. He's standing wide open in the end zone. Kick is to Odom. He's off to the races. He's got Thorny to beat. He's past Thorny. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. Special teams not ready for that. And after a big touchdown, the momentum switches right back to Greenwood after a David Odom kickoff return with 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
That's the last thing you wanted to see there, Kyle. You know, we had all the momentum going for us there, and again, that's just getting out of our lanes
and come on for the PAT. This could make it a 7-point lead for the Patriots. And here is the snap. Kicks up, it's good. 21-14. Gators right back in this. You know, we thought we were trying to pull away there, 21-7. You get a big-time touchdown, and then you know, special teams, they give up the touchdown to Odom. You know, they kind of had a squib kick. He kind of muffed the kick, and he picks it up and just takes off, gets the sidelines, and there's no looking back. What a night here in Scottsville. We've had blown fuses in the lights. We've had a quick first half. We've had crazy interceptions, crazy touchdown passes, 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown, and it's 21-14, and we've still got the fourth quarter to play. The kick is to Jax Cooper. Cooper up the middle, and he's met by the Gators. Little to no gain, gets about to the 30 there on that return. Patriots will have one play before the fourth quarter, but what a battle it's been between the Gators and the Patriots. Right here on Patriot Sports Radio Network, Kyle Harwood and Chad Cooper bringing you the action. Coach Hood drawing up a play, trying to get his team fired up. Been a great game. Both back and forth, playing hard, and
2 very evenly matched teams.
McIntyre will be under center. The fullback, or the tailback, will be Ruxtel. Give is to Ruxtel. Ruxtel going to try to go outside. He's met by Lofton Howard as well as, couldn't see that number, 13.
13.
Vincent.
Adam Vincent.
We go to the fourth quarter, 21-14. We'll take a look at our Patriot Sports sponsors. U.S. Bank, Allen County Farmers Service, North Central Telephone, Hoppy-Dine Reed, Tri-County Electric, Dinkins and Gosnell, Leachman Buick, Criddles Country Cooking, Midwest American Federal Union, Hamilton State Bank, and Blankenship and Son Pest Control. Patriots will take over. 2nd and 10 as we start the fourth quarter on the 30-yard line. Ruxtel with another carry. Breaks it outside. Lofton Howard breaks one tackle, now 2 with a big stiff arm. He gets a big block from Tucker Tracy, and that's going to be, is that going to be a first down? If not, it's going to be shy. They're going to mark him down shy of the first down.
They're going to give him the first down, Kyle. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
First down brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. So we start this fourth quarter on a cold Thursday night, almost said Friday, a little different. Patriots will be in action next week as they were in the playoffs against Franklin Simpson right here at Patriot Stadium. We'll stay with the 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff.
Well, I think they've reversed the call. I think they're going to say it's a little short. It's going to be 3rd down.
Called first, and now they're retracting the statement. At least I thought they would bring out the chain gang, but it's going to be 3rd down. Got to get this first, man. If you don't get the first, do you punt or do you try to go for it if you get back to the line of scrimmage?
I think if you don't make this on 3rd down, you got to punt it away. There's just too much time left, and
that'd be too good a field position for Greenwood.
Kyle, the officials done a good job tonight. I think our white hat is a replacement. I think I heard someone say that the normal white hat with his crew, the head official, is out with a sickness tonight. So,
high formation that gives to Witcher. And he cuts it outside. Got to get up to the first down. Don't believe he got it.
Again, you got to know the situation right there. You just got to stick it up in there and get the first down. It's going to be close. They've marked it right on the line.
Brings up 4th down. Coach Hood's got a decision to make. Do you punt with 11:15 left to go in the 4th quarter, or do you go for it? We're going to go for it. Got to put all the cards out on the table and kind of stick your chest out, and it'll either work in your favor or it's going to give Greenwood the ball in great field position. 4th and inches here. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. I formation once again. Greenwood's stacking the box. Looking over, tried to get a hard count. Coach Hood. And we're going to let the clock, no, it's a timeout, Patriots.
Timeout, Patriots.
Timeout, Patriots. We're going to stay right here. And now the punt team will come on. 10-28, Greenwood seems confused. Thorny Walker. No, Brandon Baxter steps up. He goes for the fake and doesn't get it. Oh, no. It's Greenwood football.
Oh, we got a pretty good spot there, Kyle.
Oh, no way. They're going to give it to the Patriots. Does he get the first down? They blew it dead. Still haven't signaled anything. First down, Patriots. Wow. We escaped one right there. And there comes flags from everywhere. On the Greenwood side, probably, I think it's a player, not Coach Howard. It might be Coach Howard, but, Coach Howard's pretty first class. I saw a player mouthing. It was just
sideline warnings there, so.
Right now we've got the ball 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. We've got to come up big right here. We've got to start moving the football. We've got 10:26 left to go in the 4th quarter, and we just got away with one right there. I formation. The sweep to Witcher. Witcher gets a big block from Caden Whitney, and now Witcher gain of about 8 there. Did you see that big block from Whitney? Getting his hands out and extending. Great job. For the offensive line, we don't brag on those offensive linemen enough, and, sweep's working. It really is.
Last week, Russell County really shut down their inside game, tried to take out Rookstool, and Greenwood's doing the same thing.
And the give is to Witcher once again and gets the first down and a little bit more. Tackle made by Conwell. First down brought to you by Edmonton State Bank. we're eating up that clock, but, I'd rather us get down and score. We need to put points on the board. Greenwood is down 7, and they've had some good offensive drives, and we know Odom can get loose.
Yeah, I think we're going to need to put some more points on the board to come out with a win tonight.
High formation, 1st and 10 on the 50. Rook still on the keeper. Gain of about 5 there. Ball comes out once again. It's going to be Greenwood football, I believe. Do they signal him down?
Well, the official on this side's got the spot.
Greenwood football. We've seen so many times right here in these last couple of minutes, as an official makes the decision and let's go. They've talked things over for way too long, and it might be the right call, but make the call right then. I don't like to see the talking it over, but nevertheless, a fumble right there with 9. We run the ball good right there. 9:09, Rookstall with the fumble. I don't know if it was stripped while he was running. I never saw the ball come out.
No, it was a big scrum there, a big pile of players, and like I said, I'm not sure if they just stripped it out or if he just dropped the ball. But like you said, there's a time to discuss those things, but the officials need to be decisive. If there's a fumble, they need to go throw the beanbag and make the call.
And now we're talking, the official going to talk to the AD, talking to Kerry Harwood and Brian Carter. Don't know if it's about a fan or what the issue is. Possibly could be light. Oh, no, it's definitely a fan. You see the law enforcement heading over towards the Greenwood sideline. Oh, that's never good. The white hat just stopped the game, started heading, looking for the AD. Here we go, 1st and 10, Greenwood, 9:09 left to go. Ball give to Odom, right side. He's got some room. He's got the first down and more.
Okay, Kyle, that's the first time that we've given up the corner there. We've done a good job all night of stringing that out to the sideline, but Greenwood did a nice job of blocking on our defensive end and got a good block on our cornerback, and they got the corner.
Yeah, and, Odom's had some speed. For the most part, we've contained him well. And, he had that kickoff return and that big first down. But other than that, Greenwood getting on the ball quick. And what was...
They just reset the play clock.
Okay. 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Patriots up 21-14. Lofton Howard out of the gun. Sends Odom in motion. The gives to Conwell up the middle. Breaks one tackle. Now a big stiff arm. Another stiff arm. He's got one man to beat. Trevor Colbert with a big tackle there. Greenwood definitely has the momentum now. After 2 big first downs, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15.
I believe they marked him out on the 13, but there is a flag on the play.
Hopefully it's on the Gators. We'll see here.
They may have got a hold there on about the 26, 27-yard line.
He put some massive stiff arms out. He stiffed Jacks, another player. Those were some big stiff arms from Conwell. We've talked about his strength all game, and now they're going to be pushed back. See if the Patriot defense can hang on here in the fourth. At 8:35 mark. 1st and 10, or 1st and 4 from the 36. Gives to Conwell up the middle, breaks the tackle, and now he's wrapped up. First down, though. The tackle's made by Witcher.
Kyle, you can just tell by the body language of both teams right now how the momentum has changed. Greenwood is Just their whole body language is different. And I think Coach Hood and the Patriot defensive staff's called a timeout to try to calm everybody down and get everybody back on track.
So timeout, 8:20 mark. Patriots have 1 timeout. The Gators have 3. 1st and 10. 24-yard line. Howard to Conwell. He's hit hard. Ball's out.
Patriot ball.
Patriot football. Wow.
I'm not sure. I think that was Cody Miller with the strip. We got another flag.
That's going to be on the Patriots. Now officials talking this one over. They've already issued Patriot football, but now...
Kyle, you hate to see this. There's way too much mouthing going on. Again, these officials just trying to get this under control. But, you just hate to see that at any level, but especially high school level. There doesn't need to be a lot of talking going on. Patriots got an unsportsmanlike, it looks like. So instead of starting this drive at the 35, we're going to be back, or at the 25, we're going to be back at our own, 12-yard line here. We just got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you come up with a big play, just keep your mouth shut.
And it's, it's almost always 2 people involved in it, but it's the old adage, the second person gets called.
Yep. So 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 13 as the Patriots are pinned back. 8:14 mark here in the 4th quarter, 21-14. Patriots with the lead. On the run, the option. Pitches to Witcher, and good run there. Up to the 20-yard line, Landon Witcher. The option in the pitch has been so successful tonight. Great job there by Trace, waiting it out. Gets a good pitch there to Landon. Second.
Yeah, I think Greenwood probably, I'm sure they had our Russell County film from last week, and Russell County really took away the dive, and that's what Greenwood's doing in the option tonight, too.
Give it to Witcher. Up the middle, nothing there. Defensive lineman 77. In on the tackle, that is Edward Mensa. Brings up 3rd and 5. So another big first down, and where that clock was going pretty quickly in the 3rd quarter, the 4th quarter, it has starting to slow down a little bit. So a lot of time to be played, 7-10 mark. Patriots looking for a big first down here. And if not, Thorny's going to be pinned back. We're going to have a good snap on the punt. Drops back to pass. Looking, hits Brandon Baxter. Baxter gets a good block, lowers his shoulder. Does he get the first? He does. Brandon Baxter, that's been there all game. You kept saying hit Baxter. There he is. Big first down.
Yeah, Brandon's been open several times tonight, and we've just missed him. He was wide open again, and again, nice hard run after the catch.
Brings up 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 30. We need to keep that momentum going. We've got to get a few more first downs right here. We'd like to see a score. I formation for the Patriots. Gives to Witcher. Witcher gets one block. Now I'm going to try to kick it outside. Conwell gets a hand on him. And Witcher down once again.
Slow getting up.
Not holding his shoulder. Christopher Holland coming in for him.
Sort of got slung down there and may have landed on that shoulder.
Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Cold night here in Scottsville. Started out short sleeves. You're still in short sleeves. Look at you. I got my sweatshirt on.
Well, I'm cold, too.
Yeah. It is cold, and started out nice. Drops back to pass. Looking, McIntyre throws it to Tanner Stinson, and it's out of reach. An incomplete pass stops the clock. 5:55 left to go in the ball game. And I'd like to see maybe a play action right here. You know, Baxter's been open. They're definitely keying in on Jax, and we've got to look elsewhere right now. I know Jax is the playmaker. You want to get the ball in your playmaker's hand as much as you can, but they've been locking him down so far.
Well, you know, we have some other kids that can make some plays, and Brandon Baxter's one of them, and let's just not force it.
Third down, McIntyre on the run, nothing there. Conwell wraps him up, fourth down, and the Patriots will have to punt. Patriots with one timeout, the Gators with 3. 5:42 mark. Patriots have the lead, 21-14.
We did make, I guess, one first down there and sort of got out of the hole here. Gave, maybe we could flip the field with a good punt. And,
we'll see. Thorny Walker comes on. David Odom is back deep to receive. Don't want to kick it right at him for sure. Low snap. Thorny picks it up. It's a block punt. It's a block punt. The Gators pick it up, and he is down at the 10-yard line.
That's Lofton Howard with the block and the recovery.
Wow. Block punt by Lofton Howard. 10-yard line. And it's going to be great field position here. Now you're pinned back. Patriots up 21-14. And now you look back and say, maybe some of those extra points would have been, it'd have been a little bit different ball game right now. Should be what? 24-14?
24-14.
If we make all of our extra points. Gives to Odom, going to try to cut it outside. Nick Grissom on the tackle. They're going to blow it dead.
Well, I'm sure if the Patriots do come out on the short end tonight, we're going to look back at our special teams. We've given up a kickoff return, had a block punt, and missed some extra points tonight that we normally don't do. So we normally don't miss. So I'm sure if Patriots come out on the short end of things, we're definitely going to look back at our special teams tonight.
2nd and 9 from the 12-yard line. Howard gives it to Conwell up the middle, but he stopped. Big stop at the defensive line. Brings up 3rd down. Loss of 1. So 3rd and 10, 4:20 left to go in the ball game. Patriots up 7. This is a big 3rd down. Patriot faithful trying to get the boys up here. Lofton Howard trying to make something happen for the Gators. Odom in motion. Fakes to Odom. Now the quick pass to Long. It's first down and more. Does he get the touchdown? No. He's going to be down near the 1-yard line. Good play there by the Gators. Comes up with a huge first down, and they are continue to inch their way to that touchdown. 1st and goal from the 1. Look for Howard to probably punch it in here, or Conwell. Conwell, it's in. Touchdown, Gators. 3:45 left to go in the 4th. Conwell, the 1-yard rushing TD, and makes it 21-20. So I believe they're going to go for it. They are going for it right here. This is big, ladies and gentlemen. They can go up by 1, or they could be down by 1, and a huge play right here. Patriot defense has got to make a big stop. Sends a man in motion. Howard looks over the sidelines, and timeout. Greenwood. Wow, we definitely need to get set here. I kind of thought, the Gators might go for it there. Be interested to see who gets the ball right here for the Gators. They've got one wide out to the right. The rest are in the backfield. Howard under center. The give to Conwell. Does he get it? He does. 2-point conversion is good. .345. Patriots still got some time to get back here and score, but we're going to have to really make an adjustment offensively. We have not looked good the last couple of times. And here is the kick. And it's up into the hands of Jax Cooper at the 20. Cooper going to go to the sidelines. Got a block. He's still on his feet. He's at the 50. He is at the 40. Great return from Jax Cooper. You know, that was a great job getting it. He cut it to the sideline, cuts it back up midfield. He had one guy to beat. He hangs on to him. If he breaks that tackle, he's gone. 3:36. We got good field position, Chad. We need to make something happen right here.
Yeah, we no time to panic. We got plenty of time to run the ball. We don't have to throw it every play. We've got just not panic here.
3:36 left to go in the ball game. 22-21, Greenwood with the lead. All spotted on the 41-yard line. Witcher going to cut it outside and falls to the ground. Gets tangled up there, loses his footing. And Rook still coming out, as well as Sloan. Dylan Sloan in the backfield now. Clock continues to run. Patriots have got to come up big here.
But we do need to get in and out of the huddle here.
Yeah, we've got to have something about us right here. Get on the ball. 3-minute mark now. Rook's still in the backfield. Got trips to the left. Sloan, Baxter, and Cooper. To the right is Cope. Sends Rook still in motion. The throw nearly picked off, and just back to the line of scrimmage at probably a loss. Lofton Howard nearly picked that ball off.
Well, it's the same play that we ran early in the game. We sent Rook still in motion, and I think that's when Jax let that slide through his hands earlier. But, Lofton had seen that play before and did a really nice job of reading the play.
3rd down and 14 for the Patriots. Comes down to this. 2:15 now. Timeout, Greenwood. So Greenwood with one timeout. Patriots with one timeout. They want to talk things over before this big 3rd down. It's crucial right here. 3rd and 14. Patriots spotted on the 45-yard line. 2:13 left to go in the ball game. Gators up 1, 22-21. McIntyre will be out of the gun. Rook still in the backfield. 2 receivers a lot. To the left, 2 to the right. Drops back to pass. Looking, the throw, and it's incomplete. Intended to Baxter. Throws behind Baxter. And it brings up 4th down. It all comes down to this. Can the Patriots get the first, or will it be Greenwood football and possibly a Greenwood W? 1 for 2 was big.
It's huge.
That took some guts right there by William Howard and the Gators.
Now, the situation's a little different now. Now we have to get to the sticks. Receivers have to know, where the 1st down mark is, and Tracy's got to get the ball up to them.
4th down now and 14. Drops back to pass. Here comes heavy pressure. Got to get rid of it. The throw to Baxter. And it's the 1st down, about 5 yards short. It's Greenwood football with 2:02. And the Gators are going to come up with a victory. Wow. We just did not have, good series there in that second half. We've had some turnovers. You look back, you see the block punt. Special teams has hurt us all night long. We had the Rooks led the fumble with 9 minutes left to go in the 4th. So we've missed some extra points, and Can't do that against a quality opponent in Greenwood. Odom now going to go out right side. Tackle by Holland.
We did, looks like we did get him out of bounds, so stop the clock. We'll have to burn a timeout. Yeah, Kyle, self-inflicted wounds tonight is, like I said, we had some breakdowns in our special teams, a few turnovers tonight. This is, this time of year, we shouldn't be having those things. And from here on out, if you have them, your season's over.
You're exactly right. We cannot do this in the playoffs. Timeout Gators, so they are out of timeouts. 1:54 left. It's 2nd and 8. Patriots still have a timeout. And again, Patriots were up 21-7 with 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and now it's 22-21. Can the Patriots, they get a stop there. It's 3rd down. 1:42 mark left to go in the ball game. It's 3rd and about 4.
If we get a stop here and get a timeout call and force Greenwood to punt the ball, you've always got a shot. And we saw that last week
with Russell County. Yeah. They
so another big play for the Patriot defense. Really, this is the game on the line right here. If we can get a stop.
3rd down and 4. Minute 10 left to go. Howard. Snap to Conwell, and he is brought down. Huge stop, brings up 4th down.
Patriots take their last time out with 1 minute and 3 seconds. So, after this punt, we ought to have about a minute or so, 50-some seconds left when we get the ball back. So, again, we're still have a shot. Looks like we're going to set up the return.
Here's the snap, low snap, and it's nearly blocked by Rooks. Still a high punt, and it's going to be Patriot football at the 30-yard line. 53 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Patriots will have no timeouts. Gators, no timeout. It's going to be hurry up offense, get on the ball, and might even have to spike it a time or two. So we've got to get a big play right here.
I'd say we are probably about 50 yards away from being in Thorny's range as far as the field goal.
Yeah, field goal would do it, as we're just trailed by 1, 22-21 in the final regular season game for the Patriots. We've got trips to the right, one receiver to the left is Stinson. We've got Witcher in the backfield. Drops back to pass. Looking, the throw is to Cooper, and he makes the catch. Gets the first down at the 45-yard line. Patriots rush the ball. 46 seconds remain now, as Patriots have got to get on the ball. We're trying to get set. Clock continues to run. 42 seconds. McIntyre drops back to pass. Heavy rush. Escapes the tackle. Can he throw it? Throws it deep downfield. Had a hold there on Stinson, but it's thrown out of reach. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Nearly a sack there.
Trace did a really nice job of avoiding the rush there, and you cannot take a sack here. You got to get rid of the ball, and he didn't have anything open, threw it out of bounds. That's a smart move there by the senior.
30 seconds to go. Can the Patriots make some magic happen here in Scottsville? Or will the Gators come away with a road victory? 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 45. Drops back to pass. Quick throw to Cooper. Gets out of bounds near the 48-yard line.
Not out of bounds.
No.
Ball still in bounds.
We've got to get on the ball. Looking to get there quick. 15 seconds. 13 seconds. Stinson gets set, and we spike it with 9. Too much time. Wow. We either have to get out of bounds or get back on the ball on the line of scrimmage. We wasted way too much time there. Wasted about 10 to 15 seconds just trying to get there to spike it. So now you have one play here to try to get in the end zone.
Yeah, I think legitimately you probably can run two plays here. But like I said, we complete this first one, we've got to get out of bounds. We've got to get down and get on the ball.
No timeouts left for either team. Patriots offensive line hurried to the line. Cooper, not sure where to go, finally goes to the left side. Here's the snap. Drops back, looking. Conwell, the throw's intercepted. Lost an hour, that's the ball game. And that's it, 22-21. Patriots fall to the Greenwood Gators.
You got to put this behind you. From here on out, it's a win or go home. So, you got to forget about this one and correct the mistakes, but forget about it and get ready for Franklin Simpson next week.
Patriots fall to 3-3 on the year as the Gators improve to 6-2. Patriots fall to the Greenwood Gators 22-21.